Welcome back, this is Brad, and this is my playthrough of LEGO Star Wars 2, the complete saga, and in this episode we'll be starting episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Let's get right into it. Bounty Hunter Pursuit, okay, vehicle section. I know I said this in the, one of the previous videos, but it's like, sorry, that I'm not a big fan of a lot of creature designs, a lot of alien designs in Star Wars. I will, and I did say it, how much I. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Not a big fan of it, but I am a big fan of designs of like all the vehicles and droids and all that. And I think in episode 2, it does have probably the creature designs I like the most in Star Wars. You know, the 3 beasts that was in the Geonosis region. I do like particularly the one the mantis creature with all its limbs are basically knives. I will say, this episode 2, is probably my least favorite of the episodes to play in this game. It's just like something about it. It's just like it's just not as memorable to me as any of the other ones. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I think gameplay wise, I prefer what's it? I think gameplay wise, I like a lot more of the Rachel Children ones in this game. Yeah. And just from pretty much any other one, I don't know. I prefer the others. Like there's a lot. There was a lot more interesting visuals, like and models, and just like whole set pieces in episode 3. And then 1, it's just like it's very it's like I don't know, it's something like special, but it's also nothing too like overly more than what it needs to be. You know, episode 1 you got the boss battle, a fairly simple vehicle section. And I guess the good thing this has over episode 1 is that it has more interesting locations, or more variety of locations. And I guess that's more of a thing to say about episode 1 in just Star Wars episode 1 in general. Episode 1, I guess at least in the LEGO game, you have onboard spaceship. You have and then you have several others on the boot. And you only have the one on Tatooine, which is like the only sort of planet you get on, or like a significantly different environment. It was either like because there was 2 levels at least. And I guess this is also something you can say about episode 4. But there was 2 levels that you take place in, or you play through the palace on the deep palace. The first to get away, it's not gonna retake it. And I guess you can say that same thing about episode 4, the star. But I don't know. It's just like I guess I will say about episode 2 is that it does. Sorry. It does offer more variety in the levels that Am I missing something? I got all of them, didn't I? Oh. Blended by doing into the shield. I will say, I guess, when it comes to just that, you know, how many different like areas you get to play, and episode 6 is probably the best, even though their vehicle section, or I guess they technically have two, with the one on indoor and one like in space battle. It is just, you know. I think another reason I dislike this episode probably the most, or dislike it, or like it the least, is the freaking Camino section. As a kid, I just generally just did not, just always struggled with the with one of the puzzles on that level. And it's like the one you have to spin a circle, you had to walk in a circle and get all the ice. And it, looking back on it, yeah, it's for my fault, but it's just like as a kid I just couldn't get past it. But I'm actually generally interested in the answers you guys anyone will give in the comments of like in the actual fight now, which Star Wars episode, like one of the movies, which movie is your favorite? If for me, it would either have to be 5 or 6. No, 4. I think 4 is one of the. It's like the only one you can sort of take as its own like standalone. Like if it just didn't have any sequels or prequels or anything like that, I think it would still be a good. It's still just a very effective story, or just like a really quality story. Being like, yeah, like, I don't know, good thing. Continue story. And is this the Camino one? I think this may be the Camino. Yeah, this is Camino. I forget his name. The guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi. Does he also play it in? I don't know all the names of the actors. If he played Obi-Wan Kenobi in Phantom Menace, I'm thinking not, but that's gotta be kind of like one of the worst jobs. Is just like, and I know it happens too. It's like when you're in a storm, you have to repair. You know, a lot of like communication stuff and cell phone towers, like in real life. But like on Camino, it's gotta be even worse. It's like it's always just, or at least for the majority of the time, I think it's just storming and raining. I don't know why I'm doing all this. I'm not. I may probably not gonna spend it like in the shops or anything, but. Looking at it now, though, the Caminos I think also are a very interesting design, which I guess this goes more to just like how I think out of all the movies, Episode 2 probably has the best designs of aliens and creatures. Okay, this is the puzzle that always pissed me off as a kid, because I could never. Like I always had trouble. You know, getting all from the light up at once, and you know, I just did it first try there, but you know, as a kid, I was just not as good as you know. And I think I also said this in one of my previous videos. I like the Phase 1 armor, like or at least the helmet, much better than than the Phase 2. I don't know. It was just very, and I guess someone goes to like how I didn't like the Stormtrooper design or Stormtrooper helmet design, and you know, Episode 3 or Phase 2 was just always too close to it, and it's just like it shared all those same features I just liked, the kind of rebreathing part, or like the tubes that are on the side of the mouth. You got it. That's also something that's like, I guess here's like, I guess sorry. That was just a story element they just didn't want to explore, or they just didn't want to ask, or give me, is why they still dress like clone armor, even though, like at a battle, Geonosis, like, Jango Fett was fighting for the Separatists, and yet they still trust, their clones to fight a war. Ah, okay. Another advantage of the astromechs. Let's just go through this entire section of astromech. Ah, okay, too close to the explosion. Okay. Okay. And I feel comfortable knowing that it's not only just me, my own skills. That's also the computer that randomly falls. Yeah, that's just on the free play thing. Did all astromechs have the jet things, or was that something that was more suited to R2? I can't remember. Does R4? I think he just, does he get past this movie? It's like is he the droid that, Obi-Wan's droid that dies, or gets destroyed in the beginning of Episode 3 during like the whole space battle scene? Oh, that's right. I need to switch the. I guess good function. At least in this game, is that enemies don't attack the enemies unless you're like a battle droid or something like that. There's astromech protocol. I was thinking about this. I made a comment again in previous video that a lot of the like in the games, like the companion characters don't do much, or really doesn't do, are incapable of doing damage. And I was just trying to think, it's like how would they balance it? Because you can't really do, at least not in these Lego games, you can't really do, like, they do only half damage or something like that. Because each hit's a heart. So unless they're willing to do like half hearts and all that. Yes, I think, I know, I can't attack, or I can't do, hack those to fight the ship yet. I have to get their thing. Okay, something that I always do as well, what is that? Another thing, that always confused me as a kid, the entire series. This is like, which one is Jango Fett, which one's Boba Fett? And I'm only just now, it's like, okay, Boba Fett. That's all. That's basically the only way I can. getting hardcore. But it's like as a kid, I had it's like no, I was like I was just constantly confused on which one was which. And so that is, I guess, a danger of the droids is standing too close to the. Okay. And I've lost pretty much all my studs. Okay. That's just great. Okay. That is the end of this episode, and the next one will be finally beyond Geonosis. Geonosis. I can't say that. Now that I'm thinking about it, does this game, or does this episode have that much? I think it's mostly just on Geonosis. Again, another reason that I think, okay, I think so. There's another reason why I like this episode the least. Well,